Hold on 1 second, guys. What the fuck was that? Why? What was that completely necessary? Alright, and we're back. Here's my intro. You're never gonna see one again, probably.
Oh, 久々だな, Aoi.
When we entered the classroom, one guy came running over, looking happy to see us. Well, it hasn't really been that long, you know? You saw me when we went swimming recently, right?
あの日はお前たちのせいで大変だったんだぞ。あかりさんに嫌われそうになるし。
No, you brought that on yourself. That wasn't my fault, I think. That day, Mabo had been caught secretly taking pictures, and Kotori and the others had reported him to Akari, telling the whole story from beginning to end. It was a pretty cruel punishment, given that he had begged them on hands and knees not to tell her. Naturally, I enjoyed watching all of that.
生徒会の雑用もたくさん押し付けられちまうしさ。おかげでほとんど休みもなかったし。
Poor Mabo. What is it, Kotori?
いや、久しぶりに来て思ったけど、教室ってなんだかいい匂いがするわよねと。いろんなものとか人の匂いが混じり合ったような、なんだろう、とにかくいい匂いよ。
That doesn't sound like a good smell at all. That actually sounds awful. That sounds a little bit perverted.
変態じゃないわよ。しかし、小鳥の口から通学を喜ぶような言葉が出るとはね。だって葵くんには彼女ができたしね。
Kotori spoke so casually. Of course, Mambo didn't know that yet, so...
葵、お前、彼女できたの?
He was surprised. Well...
ソアリング部の朝ちゃんだよ。
確かにお前、最近仲が良さそうだったけど。
Well, that's what's up. There's no point in hiding it, so I just told him. Though there was no real reason to tell him either, so I hadn't wanted to bring it up.
そうか。なんだ。とりあえず、おめでとう、葵。
Yep, thanks.
そっか。葵に彼女か。彼女。
Baba.
おい、積もる話もあるだろうが、みんな席につけ。ホームルームの時間だぞ。
Our teacher came into the room.
はいはい、先生来ちゃったわよ。マーボーは自分の席に行った。どうしたの？
いや、別に。頑張れ。
何あれ？
I wonder. There were no classes on the first day of school, and all we had to do was listen to some announcements and greet each other. What's the point of even going? What did the teacher say? It's time to start homeroom. There's no homeroom. Why would you even go? We had an all-school assembly, an all-grade assembly, and then a few short discussions about career plans and school events, and then we were dismissed. Well, that sounds so boring. The longest part of the whole day was probably the principal's pointless speech in the gym. But still, listening to other people lecture for half a day was pretty tiring, and by the time homeroom ended again, I felt dull and heavy. School really is tiring, isn't it? I can't believe I dealt with this every day.
昔のこの学校がどうだったかなんて興味もないしどうでもいいっつの。
Kotori seemed to seriously resent the principal's speech.
まあでももう終わったじゃん。ほら、今から楽しい部活の時間よ。そうね。まるで地獄から抜け出せた気分。今日も元気に部活するとしましょうか。
Kotori stretched as she spoke.
葵は朝ちゃんとこに寄ってから来るんだよね。
Yeah, I thought I'd go meet her. I was planning to eat lunch together first too. Want to join us?
遠慮。恋人さんたちは2人で仲良くしてなさいな。それに今日はもう先客がいるから。
Already booked.
そう。先にご飯の約束があるの。私と小鳥はそっちでご飯だから。そう。私たち恋人いない女たちはウィンディーで慰め合ってくるんだから。
Well, you don't have to put it that way.
というわけで、おっさき。また後でね、葵くん。
They left together. They really don't have to tease me quite that much. Oh well, I should go meet Asa. Yogi would probably be there too, so I should probably invite her to lunch as well. She might not want to, considering what had happened before, but if that's the case, I was sure Yogi would have no problem telling me directly.
Senpai!
I hesitated for a moment, but it seemed to be okay, so I walked into the classroom. Pretending I was already used to it, I walked up to Asa's desk and invited her out. I came to meet you, but... Oh, wait a minute, where's Yoru?
実はさっき先輩たちが来て夜ちゃんを連れて行ってしまいました。は
Who's they? They, you mean Kotori and Akeha?
い、
Oh,
小鳥先輩とアゲハ先輩とかなこさんが来てました。それで夜ちゃんに一緒にご飯に行こうって。
she made it sound like the Secret Service came and got her. I see.
きっと気を利かせてくれたんだと思うんですけど。
They really didn't need to go that far. This almost seemed to go further than teasing, and it almost felt like we were being left out. I felt a little lonely. Anyway, let's go. But actually, Kaneko may have been looking out for Yoru's feelings more than ours. It might have been uncomfortable for Yoru to be invited to eat with me and Aza, or to be with us too much at all right now. I realized that there were a lot of really kind people in my life, and I was grateful. So what should we do now? I thought maybe we could eat lunch and then head to club together, but I've been so rushed into morning that I hadn't prepared any lunches or anything.
実はですね、ご飯あるんです。
Huh?
朝お弁当作ってきたんです。先輩と私の分、食材勝手に使わせてもらいましたけど。
Wow, really?
はい。だから一緒にどうでしょうか。口に合うか不安ですが。
I'd love to, thanks.
じゃあ風車の丘で食べましょう。あそこ景色いいですし、お尻ちょっと汚れちゃいますけど。
Let's go to the place we go to literally every day. That sounds nice. Sounds good to me, let's go. You go by there every single day. I knew this music was gonna play, how did I know? So we headed to the usual hill. Yeah, the usual hill, see? What is it? Aza kept reaching out her hand and then pulling it back over and over again.
なんでもないです。なんでも大丈夫です。
Huh?
気にしないでください。
I couldn't help but worry about it, reaching her hand out and pulling it back. Reaching, retreating. Ah, give me your hand, he says, after thinking about this for a long time, even though it was obvious. Took Aza's hand and held it. Is this alright?
そうです。恋人になったんだから手くらい繋いでみてもいいのかなって。
Thank goodness, if I'd guessed wrong, that would have been really embarrassing.
合ってたから大丈夫ですよ。
Aza's hand squeezed mine back in response. It was just as warm and soft as I'd imagined.
先輩の手大きいです。
Well, yours are small and cute. Okay.
でも指短いといろいろと不便なんですよ。指短いと不器用らしいですから、いろいろと。
Who says that? I've never heard anyone say that. Who's they? Is that so? Conversation grew awkward. I was getting uncharacteristically nervous. I could feel my heartbeat growing faster out of nervousness. Isn't my hand getting sweaty? If it's gross, you can let go.
いえ大丈夫です。こちらこそすみません、緊張しちゃって。
No, I'm the one. I'm also kind of nervous. This is so awkward. Suddenly both of us grew silent. I just couldn't come up with anything to say. My brain struggled to come up with some kind of conversation about holding hands, but I couldn't think of anything. What should I say? I need to talk or this will get uncomfortable.
先輩
As I was worrying, Aza spoke up. What?
恥 ずかしいですね。
And said just what I'd been thinking. Yeah, it was definitely embarrassing. Should we stop?
いえ、このままがいいです。
Okay.
はい。
As we tried to fight off the awkwardness, we arrived at our destination.
着きましたね。
Yeah. I hope we get a nice CG of us eating.
先輩、手を離してもいいでしょうか。お弁当、カバンから取り出さないと。
Huh? Sorry, I was holding on too tight. I hurriedly let go of her hand. Why was I still holding it anyway?
こちらこそ段取りが悪くて申し訳ないです。弁当を出しますね。
Yeah. With her freed hands, Aza groped around in her bag to take out what looked like a boxed lunch wrapped in a cloth.
お口に合うといいんですが。
That's probably as close as we're gonna get, so let's screenshot it. Oh wow, looks great. The huge lunchbox opened to reveal an amazing lineup of colorful and delicious looking food. I couldn't believe she'd made it in a hurry. There were cherry tomatoes, that sounds awful, omelets, fried chicken, deep fried shrimp, and sausages cut into octopus shapes. Oh, okay. And there was boiled broccoli, ugh. And a root vegetable dish spotted with many spicy peppers. The rice was covered with a layer of ground chicken as well as thinly sliced peppers. That does not look like a thinly sliced pepper, that looks just like she threw a whole pepper on it. Ah, there's a ton of food.
はい、頑張ったんですよ。あ、ししとうときんぴらはちょっと辛いかもしれないんで気をつけてください。私好みに味付けしすぎちゃって。
It looks like you made a little bit too much just overall. It's just like you, Asa. I'll have some. First I tried the chicken and rice. The sweet soy sauce flowing on the chicken spread out in my mouth. It was a bit salty, but it went well with the unseasoned rice.
点数をいただけるのであれば何点でしょうか。
I'd say this was worth 100%.
本当ですか？
The ground chicken was tasty even when cold and perfect for a boxed lunch. I was impressed not only by Aza's cooking, but by the fact that she chose that dish in the first place. And the strong, spicy peppers on top matched the flavor very well. They were delicious. Yeah, the other dishes are good too.
よかった。何気に初めて一人で最初から最後までやりましたから失敗しちゃってたらどうしようかと。
Really, you tried hard, didn't you, Aza?
はい、頑張りました。
I could believe that until recently, she hadn't even been able to remember the very basics of cooking.
結構多いですけど全部食べちゃって大丈夫ですよ。私は自分の分に小さいのを作ってきましたから。
Really, I'll try. That's a lot of food. It was too much for me to eat by myself. There was tons of rice packed in the box, and in addition to all the side dishes, if I ate it all, I wouldn't be able to move.
あれ、いや、
What is it?
もしかして私自分のお弁当を忘れちゃった。
Huh?
まさかここで失敗してしまうなんて。せっかくお料理はうまくいったのに。
Then why don't you eat mine with me?
でもそれは先輩の分ですし。
I already thought it was too much for me to eat alone. I'd actually really appreciate it if you helped me finish it.
ですがお箸も一つです。
Well, then I'll feed you. Ah. Alright. Naturally, there was only one set of chopsticks attached to the lunchbox. Then I'll run to the convenience store and buy something small and ask for a pair of chopsticks with it, and then come back. That sounds so bad. She's gonna be sitting there awkwardly, like with a big lunch beside herself as people walk by and like, what a loser.
ちょっと待ってください先輩。
Oh, what?
大丈夫です。一緒に食べましょう。
Huh?
その箸で二人一緒に食べれば。
As she spoke, Oz's face flushed deep red. In other words, she wanted to eat this lunch together with these. A boy and a girl eating a box lunch together with one pair of chopsticks. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad to me.
ダメでしょうか。
No, it's not a problem, but are you sure?
私は先輩がお嫌でなければ。
You're dating, what's the problem? No, I don't mind or anything. There's no particular reason to object.
じゃあお箸貸してください。
Naza took the chopsticks I'd been using, and then...
はい。先輩、唐揚げです。
Is this supposed to be the other way around? I feel like it's supposed to be the other way around. This was intense. My reaction was so mixed that it was difficult to describe.
どうでしょう。
Delicious.
そうですか。よかったです。
I was happy but embarrassed, so embarrassed I felt like I could die, but just as happy at the same time. It's hard to explain, but something like that. Well then, this time I'll help you. That's so weird.
大丈夫です。私は自分で食べるんで。
No, then I'm the only embarrassed one. You've got to do it too.
嫌です。無理です。私、お箸使う方はやれますけど、食べる方は無理です。
I can't let that slide. You can't make me do it and then refuse to do it yourself. I was so embarrassed just now I thought I'd die.
勘弁してもらえませんか。
Nope, here, hand me some chopsticks.
はい先輩、みんなです。
Don't just change the subject. I was just trying to move on as she pleased.
実はデザートもあるんですよ。別の容器に入れて持ってきてるんです。
Did you remember to bring that one? Just give me the chopsticks.
先輩、勘弁してください。
No, come on, as I say. That was kind of weird since I accidentally clicked too soon. And so the two of us became a couple. Whoops. The two of us were so close, already living in the same place and belonging to the same club, that we probably grew closer even faster than most couples. Now that I thought about it, we'd already kissed before we even started dating, and although our rooms were separate, we were already living together. We'd made it past several milestones before we'd even started. In the midst of all that, we were about to reach another big milestone with the soaring club, the last one before the final phase, flight. I don't know why it took me so... Wait, is it just flight? It is just flight, but I thought it was gonna have like two of those. Okay.
だと明日には終わるな。
The two of them sounded excited. We'd been working so long to improve the glider, and it was finally going to be finished. The wings and tail were remade, and now all that was left was to adjust the body.
ここまで長かったね。いろいろあったけど、私たちついにやり遂げたんだ。そうして私たちは登り始めた。あの長い坂道を、この空の向こうに未来があると信じて。ハバネ先生の次回作にご期待ください。部活打ち切ってどうするんですか。大切なのは今からでしょ。
That's right, the important part was about to start. The remodeling was just a prelude to flight. We needed to use this to fly and to reach what we hadn't reached last year.
モーニンググローリー。
The reason this club had been founded, the mysterious passage in the clouds. The sky that a girl named Isuka had been aiming for.
でも今年の改造したやつは届く予定なんでしょ。だったらもう心配しなくても大丈夫じゃない。保証は全くないな。あくまでも去年より高い確率で行けるようになったというだけだ。もちろんこのグライダーの設計自体がどこかで計算をミスっている可能性もあるし、運が悪いと当日うまく風を捕まえることができないだろう。結局のところやれることをやってるだけですよね。その通りだ。
It was true, there was no guarantee at all. It was even perfectly possible that all our hard work would be for nothing.
ああ、そうなんだ。成功する保証があるってわけじゃないのね。
Kaneko looked disappointed.
まあでも そういうものを夢見るのがこの部活なんでしょ。私にはその価値観よくわかりませんけど。
I thought she was done. No, Yogu, the point of this club is to dream and also to make it happen. We weren't gathering together just to dream. We were gathered to dream and make our dream come true. Breathing. There was no solid form, power, authority, or reward. And there was just a vague dream and obscure goal.
青春だね。
We were simply working as if in a fever towards our goal of the sky. Again, you forgot to add the thing at the end there because that doesn't fit in front of the without another one at the end.
本当に完成しているのね。
へえ、できているとは聞いてたけど、本当に進んでたんだな。
あれ、どうしたのお二人さん。
Kali and Mabo had arrived.
視察です。校外活動をやっているわけですから、たまにはこうして見回りにも来ないとまずいでしょ。
We just here to observe, aren't?
とか言ってるけど、お気に入りのソアリング部が順調に活動できているか心配なだけなんだよね、あかりさんは。すみません。
I see someone else really cares about this.
そうだな。
The sky that our senpai dreamed about. Sounds weird saying that word. The sky that we were chasing now. Our summer was finally brought to a close. We'd come to a good stopping place, so we decided to finish club early. So I invited Ozzy to Wendy's. Since we had some extra time, I thought we could go on a date on the way home. I guess this is our first date, even though we, went and ate together earlier.
そうですね。
Does that not count as a date? We'd only been dating for a few days, and we'd been so busy with our club the whole time that we hadn't even had the time to so much as go shopping with her. So today was our first
ど
date.
こ行きます？
Honestly, I don't care at all. Is there anywhere you'd like to go?
私も別にないですね。特に用事があったわけでもないですし。
I see. Well, then let's just wander around and look at various shops. Oh man, that sounds awesome.
じゃあそれで。
We'd choose a shop at random and go inside, poke around for a while, and leave again. Yeah, okay. That sounds...
犬ですよ、犬。先輩、見てください。すっごく可愛いです。
Oh yeah, you like dogs, and Yogi likes cats.
一緒に来ると意見が割れるんですよね。
Ozzy was very expressive and was constantly reacting to everything around us, and it was fun to be with her. A rice cooking vacuum cleaner. Oh, what?
ああ、先輩、この掃除機すごい機能ついてますよ。掃除機を稼働した時に発生した熱を利用して炊飯が可能らしいです。
I don't know if I'd call that an amazing feature. I definitely wouldn't want to eat that, and would you have to keep vacuuming the entire time the rice was cooking? Wouldn't that be noisy?
でも、ちょっとしたロマンにも似た何かがありますよね。
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess it is, but it doesn't make it good. As we wandered around the shops, we could each see what the other was interested in and came to understand each other even more. I already knew it, but Ozzy had really bad taste. Drooly dog.
ゆるキャラってやつですね。すごいよだれ垂らしてますよ、この犬。好物はミニスカートを履いた女の子って書いてあります。
Oh, what a fun local mascot. This thing's mere existence is a form of sexual harassment. Isn't that face ridiculous? Okay, that face.
でもちょっとその気持ち悪さが癖になって心の奥底にあるめでたいという母性本能みたいなのがくすぐられているような気がします。
Are you serious?
可愛くないのがツボというか、よだれとかずっと見てるとチャーミングな気もしますし。
I didn't understand Ozzy that well after all. I suppose her mysteriousness was a part of her charm as well. We looked at clothing stores, gift shops, stone markets. What the hell is that? CD shops, and does that mean jewelry store? I've never heard someone call it a stone market. That sounds like a place you'd buy pet rocks. And more. Ozza and I wandered all over together.
ちょっと本屋に寄っていいですか？集めている単行本の新刊が出てるんです。
What a nerd. Well, now that you mention it, there's one I want to pick up too. Pretty sure it was supposed to come out around the beginning of this month. I kept planning to buy it, but hadn't gotten around to it. It's gonna be the same one, watch.
先輩って普段どんな本読んでるんですか？そういえば部屋にたくさん漫画ありましたよね。
That's right, I've started reading a lot since I came back here. I like a lot of different stuff. My favorites are action stories, or I guess comics about bicycles. I answered it as I picked up the latest volume of a bike comic. Okay, well, maybe it's not going to be the same. There were a lot of comics about bicycles recently, was there? I know of one, which made me kind of happy.
男の子プラス先輩って感じですね。
What's that supposed to mean anyway? What books do you like?
私はちょっと暗い話が好きです。
Oh. Ozza picked up a zombie book in the boys' comics section. That was an unexpected choice.
人間の絶望感とか苦悩とかそういうのが好きなんです、私。
Oh. I see. She was so mysterious.
あ、そうだ。今晩先輩の部屋に遊びに行ってもいいですか？先輩の好きな漫画が読みたいです。
You want to come to my room? I don't mind, but it's a guy's room, you know, so it's dirty.
一度入っていますから。
Oh yeah, she'd been living there when I first came. Yolia talked about it being dirty or something. Well, it's fine with me. I'll try to clean it up a bit.
はい、楽しみにしておきます。
Here you are.
ありがとうございます。
I bought Haagen-Dazs ice cream for both of us while I was arrested on a bench. I passed her super spicy vanilla, her favorite flavor. I just had a normal strawberry one for myself. Ugh.
やっぱりこの辛さの中に潜むけなげな甘さがたまらなく美味しい。ありがとうございます、先輩。
You really do like rather strange things, don't you?
そうですか？
Yeah. She really was very strange.
先輩はへんてこな趣味がある女の子は嫌いですか？
I've never thought that for a second. Don't worry about it.
よかった。安心しました。
In fact, I think it's cute. If you ever told me you didn't like spicy stuff, I might stop liking you. Oh.
じゃあ私頑張ってその辛いものを好きな私でいます。
Yeah, you're definitely cute, Ozza. She was so cute. She tried to hide her blushing face with her ice cream cup as she ate. All her little habits and gestures were just so cute.
そう何度も言われるとちょっと恥ずかしいです。嬉しいですけど。
Well, you know, when you see a really cute animal or something, you can't help just saying how cute it is. It's kind of like that.
私は動物と一緒なんですか？
No, that's not what I meant.
じゃあ何ですか？何なんですか？
I like that. I like that hitting sound effect. Too bad I can't repeat it. Ozza started hitting me repeatedly in the chest. And that was cute too.
どうしました？
Got some ice cream on your face, Ozza. I reached out towards Ozza's lips. I wiped the ice cream off my finger and brought it to my own mouth. This ice cream really is a strange flavor. What is it?
いや、なんだか今のすごく恥ずかしかったなって。
Oh. I guess it was now that I thought about it. I just did it naturally.
お返しです。
Huh? Nice sound effect that sounded straight from like a 90s CD-ROM game. Ozza scooped up some of my ice cream with her spoon and smeared it on my lip. Oh, wait.
取ってあげます。
Then Ozza wiped up the ice cream with her fingers and brought it to her mouth. Strawberry. My turn? You had your turn already. I didn't like to lose, so I scooped up Oz's ice cream with a spoon and smeared it on her face. Yup, it's still a weird flavor.
お返しです。
Oh, they probably look like such losers. My turn. Ozza,
は
what the heck are we doing?
い。何をやってるんでしょうね。
There was one thing I could see. All the people around us were staring at us with cold expressions. Some even seemed filled with hatred, like they were cursing us. Let's go home.
そうですね。今日も楽しかったです、先輩。
Glad to hear it. Can I ask you out then?
本当、先輩はいろんなものを私にくれます。先輩と一緒にいると楽しいです。ソアリングのみんなもですね。いっぱいいっぱい大切なものをもらって、夢を分けてもらって。でも先輩、本当に良かったんですか？
Is what okay?
ちょっとだけ不安になるんです。私は結局先輩には何も返せてないんじゃないかって。先輩はああ言ってくれたけど、やっぱり私は先輩たちみたいにすごくないし、私は先輩にたくさん励まされたけど、ソアリング部のみんなにも。
I told you it's fine. I chose you, Ozza. If you keep being so hard on yourself, I really might stop liking you.
嫌です。嫌わないでください、先輩。
Why would you even say that? Well, then have a little confidence in yourself. I like you, Ozza. I think everyone else likes you too. Of course, Yoru does. So it's okay, got it? Gross, stop that. I suddenly heard a child crying.
先輩、あれ？
Just keep walking. Ozza found the source of the noise and pointed it out to me. When I looked, I saw a little boy crying his eyes out. Well, let's keep going home. He looked about 6 or 8 years old.
迷子でしょうか？
Well, I'm sure some nice guy in a truck will pick him up later. I don't know. I couldn't just ignore him, though. Why? Ozza and I walked over to the boy. He must have been crying for quite a while. His nose was running badly. What's wrong? We suddenly spoke to the boy. He looked startled and confused. Sorry you were crying, so, yeah. That's rough. A backwards flip. The boy's eyes were still full of tears as he spoke.
練習してたけど、できなかったの。
You practiced?
確か住宅街の中に小さな公園ありますよね。そこじゃないでしょうか。
The boy nodded. I see then. Why are you crying here? The boy came closer. He buried his face in my stomach, grabbed onto my uniform, and... Was that supposed to be a sneezing noise? That sounds nothing like a sneezing noise. Hey! That was the worst. Blew his nose on my uniform. Alright, you can keep crying on the grass. I'm going home. And then he burst out crying. Wait a minute.
先輩、落ち着いてください。男の子怯えてます。
He's being annoying. Actually, I felt like crying myself. I had no clue what to do in this situation.
すみません。
Thank you. Just as I stood wondering what to do, a woman came running towards us out of breath. She was in her late 20s maybe. She looked young and pretty.
すみません。それうちの子なんです。
お母さんですか？
The boy emerged from my shirt and ran towards his mother.
よしよし。ほら大丈夫だから。
外で泣いてちゃ恥ずかしいわよ。
He kept crying, trying to get his mother to hold him.
すみません、うちの息子がご迷惑をおかけしてしまったみたいで。すみません、服に鼻水が。この子ですよね。ごめんなさい。
That panic noise that she made it sound like there was blood on my shirt, not snot. Ah, no, don't worry about it. Well, the woman pulled a handkerchief from her bag and wiped the snot from my clothes. Well, it wasn't too dirty, so I wasn't that upset about it.
この子、公園で逆上がりの練習をしていたんですが、何度やってもできなくて、周りの子はもうできてるものですから、それで悔しかったみたいで、泣きながら走ってここまで。
I see.
この子、本当に泣き虫でして。
Must have just run out of patience.
すみません、本当に。洋服はクリーニングして。
What? What else am I gonna wear? No, it's my uniform, so you don't have to do that.
そうですよね。それも困りますものね。じゃあ何かお礼でも。
Give me some money. No, it's really okay. You don't have to worry.
でも。
She must be a really good person. Give me like $20. But he honestly hadn't. Oh no, I'm sorry, 2,000 yen. But he honestly hadn't caused that much of a problem at all, so I feel bad if she gave me something. I appreciate the thought, but it really wasn't a problem. Thanks so much, though.
わかりました。このご恩は決して忘れません。
She was really making too big a deal out of this. The boy was still crying, wanting to be held.
ねえ君。
Ozza started talking to the little boy. His crying quieted down a bit, and he turned to face her.
大丈夫。練習すれば絶対にできるようになるから。大丈夫だから。
His voice was still quavering. Okay, but he answered.
ありがとうございます。励ましていただいて。
いえ、私も泣き虫なので応援したくなって。
And with that, Ozza came back to my side and took my hand.
じゃあ先輩、行きましょうか。解決したみたいですし。
Yep, seems that way.
Bye
Ozza waved goodbye to the little boy. He waved his hand just a little in response. Well, then I guess we'll be off.
本当にありがとうございました。
We nodded our heads to the mother and started walking home. Well, that was a colossal waste of time.
泣き虫。だからってのもあるのかもしれないですね。
What does?
もしそうだと思ったら先輩にも教えてあげます。
What are you talking about?
それまでは内緒です。
Okay.
こんばんは。約束通り遊びに来ました。
Welcome, Ozza. Come on in.
じゃあ遠慮なく。
If that music starts playing, I'm ending the video, by the way. Just as we discussed, Ozza came into my room to visit.
今日はあまり散らかってないですね。
I told you I'd clean up first. I really worked at it.
なるほど。
Comics are over on that bookshelf. By the way, where's Yoga?
今日はもう寝てます。夜ちゃん、最近ちょっと朝トレの量増やしたみたいで、よく寝るんですよ。
Training? Yeah, training.
あれ、先輩知らなかったんですっけ？夜ちゃんって朝にジョギングしたり筋トレしたりするんです。は
Yoga does stuff like that?
い。昔は私も付き合ってやってましたけど、夜ちゃんがついてくるなって言い出して、それっきりで。
What time does she get up?
5時半くらいですかね。日が変わる前にはいつも寝てますよ。
What a monster. Wow, how healthy.
6時間くらい寝てるのかな。最近はそれが7時間くらいになってるかと。
Yoga really does have an admirable lifestyle. But what is she training for?
夜ちゃんにとって所詮目的も手段ですから。
And what is her goal?
目的としているゴールすらもその上にある目的のための手段に過ぎないってことです。
That sounds deep, but I don't understand at all. A goal is a step, and a step is a goal.
気になるのなら本人に聞いてください。ただし浮気はダメですよ。
I wouldn't cheat on you. Well, I already knew that Yova was an amazing person.
じゃあちょっと本見せてもらいますね。
Yep, go ahead. Aza gazed at my books for a while. Then she took one of them off the shelf. Do you read boys' comics, Aza? He asks, finally remembering that she took out a zombie book in the boys section.
はい、雑食ですから。漫画もそうですし、小説もそうですし。
You really like books, don't you?
そしてホラー漫画とかグロとかが特に好きです。オカルティックなものも。
That's a little gloomy.
でもこの部屋もホラー漫画結構あるじゃないですか。都市伝説図鑑や稲川の実録本まで。
Oh yeah, those were already in this room when I got here. They belonged to the person who lived here before me, but I was told to keep them. I couldn't bring myself to just throw them away, so I lined them up on the bookshelf.
それは羨ましいですね。買おうと思ってもなかなか難しいものがたくさんありますし。
No, I hadn't known that. Well, I'll take them. In that case, do you want to take them with you? You can have them.
いいんですか？読んだことない本なら割と何でも嬉しいです。
Sure, that whole section is books I was given, so go ahead and look through them and take whatever you want. Also, if you want to read any of those other ones, I'll lend them to you.
ありがとうございます、先輩。
As I looked excitedly through the comic books, she took a few of them off the shelf and then...
ベッドを借りてもいいですか、先輩。
my bed. Okay, the music changed, and I was, for a split second when the music started dying down, I was like, oh no, but this isn't even close. She flopped down on my bed and started reading.
私こうやってゴローンってなって漫画を読むのが好きなんです。
I understand it feels so self-indulgent. I get that. Wait, how is she laying on it? She flopped down on the bed. Okay, well, it doesn't really say how. I get it, but I can't believe she just came to a guy's room and laid down on the bed. What? No, I don't get what's wrong. It's... what? You're not laying with her. Even for a couple that just seemed awfully risky.
だけど
Did it? No, nothing.
変な先輩です。
But if I said it out loud, it would mean I've been thinking about those things. Yeah, I should leave it at that.
これ昔集めてた漫画なんです。続きがあって助かりました。古い本だから本屋さんにもないし、通販だとプレミア価格なんてついてるし。
Is that right? I didn't know its true value, but it appears that they are quite expensive now. God damn it. What is this, corpse party? As I flip through the pages, humming happily. She looks so defenseless that I felt my heart start to race. Every time she lifts her feet, I can see her underwear. Is that really a good idea to tell her that? The only sound was Ozza flipping through the pages. Who makes noises like that when they're reading? I should tell her. I have to tell her. But Ozza's reading so happily and I don't want to interrupt her. Anyway, if I don't say anything, she'll never notice, right? So maybe I shouldn't say anything. But if she suddenly realizes what she looks like, and then what if she gets mad at me for not saying anything?
先輩って電車の中とかでパンチラを凝視しちゃうタイプなんですね。別れましょう。
Had to make that quick save just in case something happened. No, I want to avoid that. Hey, Ozza.
はい。 その
I can see your underwear.
ごめんなさい。
Ozza hurriedly stood up.
すみません。お見苦しいものを見せてしまって。
No, not at all. In fact, it was quite... What? Why would you say that? Yeah, what? What was I saying? No, I mean, the... そういえばこれちょうど読み終わったところだ
他の本取ってきますね。
That was fast. Yeah, do that. She said as she got up in a hurry and went for the bookshelf to retune the one she was reading. It sounds like a villain in Yu-Gi-Oh!
じゃあこれを読みます。これ面白そうですね。すごく怖そう。
And retrieved a new volume from the horror section. The cover was a grotesque image. It's from deep within the horror section, a book cover that normal people wouldn't bother to pick up. That B6 size book, and that book indeed, that one is indeed that one. Wait, that one is no good. Oh no. By the time I shouted, it was already too late. As I was looking through that... No, porn book, okay, you forgot the stupid thing at the end again. Completely open? Yeah, that belonged to the person who was here before. I never really looked through any of them. That one is, I thought I wouldn't be found out. It's a book I hid long ago, and I thought if it's in the horror section and inside a book no one else would read, I would have been safe. Okay, calm down. That's why I want you to believe me when I say I haven't read this in a long time. Are you reading it? Why is your face now bloat red? What is bloat red?
やっぱり男の人ってこういうことに興味があるんですか？
Well, yeah, more or less. There's no way they wouldn't be.
先日のお風呂の時も私の体じーっと観察してましたよね。
I'm busted. He says out loud. Very awkward. What should I do at a time like this? Right now I am being interrogated because she found out about my porn book.
先輩。
No. What is it?
私も
You're also going to sleep? Alright, good night.
セックスに興味があります。
Okay, well I think I'm just gonna end it there. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but that seems like a perfect place to end it, so thank you for watching and goodbye.